So, my name is Nick, and I am a musician. But on my spare time, I like to work out with martial arts stuff. I'm a drummer by trade. The first thing I'm going to teach you is this the over shoulder toss. So you just hold the nunchucks down, let one drop down while you're hanging the other one, and basically all you do is very slowly bring them up and try to catch it over your shoulder, and then boom, 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 boom. Try to keep it in a straight line too. Try to keep it as much in a straight line as you can. Same thing with the other hand. If you do it with one hand, you need to learn how to do it with both, or do it with the other. That way both hands are even. See, you can see that I usually don't use my right hand to do this as much as I do with my left hand. Much more comfortable with my left hand. Okay, so the over shoulder toss, or over shoulder catch. Now, here's something that you can actually do in your combinations is you can actually fake the catch and just let it hit. So boom, boom, boom. It's a little bit of reflex. Takes a little bit of reflexes. But just get used to where you should stop. A lot of times what happens with nunchaku is people don't build enough muscle memory and they try to do something that's unfamiliar to their body. And that's a huge problem because that's when you start hitting yourself. Or you just try to go too fast, too quick. So something else you can add to this shoulder catch to make it look even better is you can do this. You can actually wind up, boom, wind back down. Wind up, wind back down. Wind up, wind back down. Wind up, wind back down. I'm literally just letting it circle once and then catch and then circle up. And then as you get better then you can actually catch, bring it over to the other side and then do the same thing. Boom, 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 boom. So recap: basic shoulder catch. One up, back down. One up, back down. Then you can add, or you can do the fake catch, or just the shoulder tap. I like to call shoulder tap, where you're not catching it, you're just kind of letting it hit and then bring the momentum back down with the 2 sticks. And then you can actually do the flower up. I think that's what it's officially called. Then flower back down, flower up, flower back down, flower up, flower back down. The biggest thing with this is when you're flowering up, you want to keep your wrist as locked as possible. So you want to have it, this is what you don't want to happen. You see how that's all out of control? Because I'm letting my wrist move and I'm letting my wrist do all the flowering. You don't want to do that. You actually want to keep your wrist fixed and let the stick, the motion of the stick itself and the motion of bringing it up, you just give a small little twist with your wrist. But keeping it very fixed, keep your wrist fixed, because that is how you can keep the stick from hitting your head or hitting another part of your body. I've noticed that just by trial and error and just doing it bad over the years, and it's like, okay, it's much better if I do this than that. It's just out of control. So you don't want to do that. You want to keep your wrist as fixed as possible. Same thing with this side. Especially when you're coming back in. Like keeping your wrist locked. I mean, it's gonna move some, but not as much as you know, if you're doing all of that, that's just out of control. Here's another thing you can actually try. This is a little bit more advanced, but actually try to catch underneath the arm. So how you would do that is you go into maybe like a over the shoulder tap. I just caught it. So over the shoulder tap, you flower in like you're about to catch with your underarm. But instead of catching it, you just flower up, and then just as you're catching it with the underarm, you grab onto it with the other hand. So it's like a switch side type deal. Boom, catch underarm, boom, catch underarm, boom, 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 boom. That's without the flowering. So flower up, flower down. Or you can add both or put neither in there. It's up to you. This is your freedom as a martial artist. Okay, good. All right. And then, you know, just basically you can end your katas or your combinations with different grabs. So you could do boom, 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 and then end underneath the arm, or you can like the classic, wah, like a classic Bruce Lee look. This is what I like doing. He's the first person I saw using nunchucks, so of course I'm always gonna have a preference to seeing that. So it's like boom, woo, you know, like whatever you get done doing your combination, you like, woo, you know, or just make sure it's, you know, or yeah. So we did over the shoulder catch, over the shoulder tap, over the shoulder into the flower up or flower down, and then also catching underneath the arm. And then lastly is the switch underneath the arm, or the underarm switch. Cool. So we did over the shoulder catch, over the shoulder tap, over the shoulder into the flower up or flower down, and then also catching underneath the arm. And then lastly is the switch underneath the arm, or the underarm switch. Cool. If you're just a beginner, I would advise you to do these with foam nunchucks, although I don't recommend that you stay with foam the whole time, because you need to understand that this is a weapon and you can injure yourself. So if you take away the possibility of injuring yourself, or you just get so used to doing it with foam ones that you don't get used to doing them with actual wood sticks, you're going to handicap yourself. And you need to understand that there is a risk of hitting yourself and hurting yourself when you use real nunchucks. So I advise you to get used to nunchucks with foam ones or even the plastic ones, but that you eventually migrate into actually using real nunchucks. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I'm gonna be doing some more nunchuck tutorials pretty soon. Just stay tuned for more chucks in 10. All right, peace out. Thank you so much for coming to my page. Make yourself at home. Check out all of my playlists. Make sure you like them, subscribe, share them with your friends, tag your friends in the comment section. My art is your art. My page is your page. So feel free to interact with me and get to know me as I get to know you. Thank you so much.